Jen here, and this is my March kit for How to Kill a Kit with Style. My entire March kit is going to be made up of Wild Whisper stuff. So their new quarter is coming up really quick in April, and I'm so excited about all of the new stuff that I'm going to be getting. But I'd like to try to challenge myself to make a really big dent in everything I have here. I keep it all in this iris container. I have my little pink kind of divider that you can get at Michael's. I also keep a lot of the ephemera in an iris container like that, but there's everything in here. Stamp sets, ephemera, flair, all of it. The only thing I don't have in here is their Christmas collections, because that's actually with my Christmas stuff. So let's go through it and see what little bits and pieces I have. Okay, let's start with the paper, and then I can kind of go through some of the ephemera and stuff as we're going. So I'm going to put this over here, and this. Okay. So, this is from the Fandom collection, and some stuff will be all together, some stuff will be not. So bear with me with that. I have the ephemera pack, so there's bits of ephemera in here from Fandom. And then these are the few cards that I have left. I used the majority of this on a little mini album from the Calgary Comic Expo that we went to 2 years ago. So I might pull that out and just see if there's other little spots where I can finish using this up. So I have that. This is one of their more recent collections that I've been using. There's a whole bunch of layouts in my layout share using this. So this is the Where to Next collection. Really super fun travel collection. So I have this bit of paper and some of the cut apart, and this paper here. I want to use these dots, and then this paper with the tags on the back. So not too much left of that. This is the Child at Heart collection, little bits and pieces. Let me put that there for a sec. So I have a whole bunch of the branding strips that I've been collecting, a few bits of the cut apart sheet left over. Here I have the game sheet, but I love this side as well. I have a couple of the full sheets. I've kind of been hoarding these because I love them as full sheets. I love this one. The other sides are really fun too, so I'll definitely be getting to these, I think. That one comes with a stamp set, so I have the stamp set here. It also comes with a card pack. It comes with flair, and it comes with ephemera. So I have all the bits and pieces, and believe it or not, I've actually used this quite a bit, and I still have a ton of it left over. So I think that one will be my priority. Then let's see what stamp sets I have here. So this is a floral stamp set that goes to the floral collection. This is the Focus on You, which was like one of their very first collections way back when. I think this was the first collection that I got when I first started on the design team, and I've used it quite a bit. I love this one, and I do have a few bits and pieces of the papers left over too. This is the No Place Like Home collection. I also use this one quite a bit. I love all these little florals that are in there. I've stamped the houses and colored them in, and I think there's just a couple bits and pieces left from this collection, so that'll be coming up. This is the Girl with a Flair Pambray Designs. This is her watercolor 6x6 papers. So you can see they just have these beautiful watercolory prints to them. Very seasonal, very pretty. So I have all 6 of those. This is from our Child at Heart collection. This is the Strength of the Season collection, which is also brand new to this quarter. I did do a couple of layouts with it, so you'll see those in the layout share. And of course, I have quite a bit of that one left. There is also ephemera and all of that in these two. I keep going like this, but this is actually off camera. Ephemera and stuff in there. I haven't used any of the masculine collection. This is something I'm going to be using. This is a mini collection, so it doesn't have cards and everything like that. But I'm going to be using this for my design team projects for March. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on top so that I can remember to use that. And then let's see. So this is from their, oh, this is floral, yeah. So not these two. I'm going to try to get them put into the right order. So this is all floral. So they basically just came out with a whole collection of all their different floral patterns that they've used over the last couple of years, and so that's what that stamp set goes with, and I absolutely love it because who doesn't need just a nice basic floral for something? So lots of different styles, lots of different patterns and colors. Here's the back. Love it, love it, love it. So I don't have a ton of this left over because it's just so versatile to use on so many different layouts. Here we have the, I have to remember, here we go. This one's called Just Because. I have some flair to go with this, and you can see I've used this one up. I did a lot of punching with this one and used up quite a bit of it. So it again was just like a really cool pattern collection, so worked really well with other papers and other layouts when you just needed a certain pop of color. So not a ton of that one left over. And then I have Road Trip, which has, sorry if you hear me struggling a little bit. I've come down with a head cold, so I apologize if I cough a little or my voice sounds kind of funny. But Road Trip came with this really cool stamp that has the license plate and then all of the provinces and territories and then the letters and numbers. So it's really perfect if you're living in Canada or if you take trips to Canada, but you can use it for anywhere you live because all of these will fit into the license plate for you to be able to stamp. So let me see if I can find the Road Trip paper. There it is. So Road Trip paper, I haven't used a ton of this paper, just little bits and pieces here and there. So I've got lots of this and I have lots of travel layouts left to do. So I'll definitely be using all of this. Love it. We did our cross Canada road trip, so of course that's going to come in perfect. This is the Feel the Beat collection. I have used a bunch of this. We just happened to go to a concert. Here we go. I always try to keep something in there so I know what the papers are, but of course you get digging through and then sometimes you don't realize where you've put these. Anyways, so Feel the Beat I've used quite a bit. There's a few layouts that you can see from this one. Just a musical themed one. So much fun. We went to a concert a couple years ago when my daughter did a solo to Panic at the Disco, and then they just happened to be coming to Seattle, so we took a road trip to Seattle and took her to Panic at the Disco. Ephemera from this as well. I think I might have some of the flair left over. We'll take a quick look in here when we're done, but there you can see the ephemera for sure. I keep all of my manufacturer strips because you can see that they're always printed so nicely. So they're in here. They kind of work their way up from the top or from the bottom to the top. So that's why I keep pulling random ones out all over the place. Okay. Let me get all of this. So this is Talk Foodie to Me. I absolutely adore this collection. I have cards and the paper, not too much of the paper left over. I think I have a couple full pieces. Maybe just that one. 2 full pieces, yeah. And then the rest, oh, actually, that isn't a full piece. I've cut into it. But that one is a full piece. Okay, so I do have a few full pieces left and then lots of little random bits and pieces. I have the ephemera for this, and I think I have some flare and sequins, lots of stuff for this one. Here is the little bits that I've cut up from my mini album for the fandom collection. So I didn't really use the papers other than for that mini album. So I have lots of, these are the size of the pages that my mini album is, so I have a few of those left over, and I have lots of just pieces that I cut to make my album. So let's see. Oh yes, and I have this piece of paper full because I want to use that. I didn't want to cut into that one. But everything else is the cut apart sheet. Let's see, nope, and I didn't use the cut apart sheet. So 2 full pieces and then a whole bunch of scraps and the ephemera and the stamp set and the flare and everything for this one. All right, this one is Crazy Motivated. This one came out in 2019. I think it was January 2019, one of their first releases for that year, and I didn't actually use any of it. So yeah, I gotta get this one used. I have the ephemera, I have the card pack, and I have the paper. So I really want to get some of this used up. This is sort of like a self-motivation, healthy living kind of thing. So we will put that to good use. I have the One More Chapter, which was a mini collection. So I think there was paper and flare. So I have a couple of full sheets of this one. That might be it. And then just what's left over here. So not too much of this one left. Okay, so now we're starting to get into little scraps of things that I might have left over. So this is part of the Home is Where the Heart Is. This might be all I have left over from that collection. So I'm also just going to put that to the side and we'll just see. This one is, what was this one called? I will figure it out. Here we go. Rooted Love, yes. So I only have these few pieces left of Rooted Love. So just a tiny bit. I can probably still get one layout out of those, and I don't have anything else. Here is the No Place Like Home, but I'm not sure if I have other papers. So let's take a look and see. This is Focus on You. I know I have a few of those. Here we go. Okay. So these might be the only other pieces of No Place Like Home that I have left over. Really pretty colors in this collection. So that's perfect, but I do know I have the stamp set for that, so I can make a bunch of ephemera and things if I needed. Focus on You might be down here at the bottom. Yeah, it is. So I'm just going to pop this one down at the bottom. Okay. These are ephemera. I think I was planning a layout and then I didn't end up getting to finish it. So there might even be a picture in here somewhere that is all supposed to go together with this. Let's see. So this is the Farmhouse collection, or maybe I just pulled all of these out. So for the Farmhouse collection, I have the card set. I have a few bits and pieces of paper left. I have the ephemera. And I think if there was flare, I think I have flare. That's Rooted in Love. And sequins. I think I had a bunch of it. This might be the only full piece of paper I have left though. Yeah, and then just these bits and pieces. So we'll get that used up. Then I have Lake Life. This, oh, such a beautiful collection. I really think that these are my colors. The greens and the blues with little pops of yellow and the mint and stuff. Love, love, love it. So yeah, so I have this piece. I have this full piece. This full piece. This piece with just a few bits cut out of it. That's a full piece. A few of the cards left over. And this is not quite a full piece. You can see it's not quite 12 by 12. So this will be great because, again, I'm working on those travel albums, so those will be great for that. Here is, oh, so cute. This is not Wild Whimsy, and there we go. Let me pull this out here. So this is the Fur Babies collection. I used a little bit of it, so you can see I have a few spots open there, but for the most part, I think I have a full collection, or it wasn't a full collection, it was a mini collection, but I think I have, yeah, all of the papers left over, a majority of them anyways, so I'll definitely be using that. We have a new kitten and a new puppy, so this will come in handy. This is not Wild Whisper. Here's some old stuff. Forever and Always, I've used up most of this collection. I loved this one so much. Again, my colors, I love the blues and the greens. So this might legitimately be all I have left from that. Yeah, so no full papers because that one's been cut. Just a few little bits and pieces, but I'm sure I can easily use these up. Look, there's some more flowers and the banners, and cut these tags out. Those can easily get used up and kind of put into other layouts. Here's a whole bunch more manufacturer strips. You can see why I keep them all because they're so beautiful. This came from Adventure, I think. Is that all I have left from Adventure? Wow. I used that one up like crazy. One of my favorites because it had both the bear and it had the little fox. And so you guys know I have bear and fox. This stuff is not Wild Whisper. I'm not sure why I put it in there. Well, that is. So I'm just going to move this out. I must have had a plan for it at some point and then just didn't. This is cardstock that I think, oh yeah, so all this cardstock I used with the Wild Whimsy collection, which is here. And you can see how well that went. All of these colors. Really soft colors with Wild Whimsy, and I legitimately think this is all I have left from that collection. I used it up completely, but I'm going to keep this cardstock in there because, again, these colors go with a lot of their collections. So this is from Wild Whisper. They were doing some cut files, like pre-cut files, so I grabbed one of those. I used one half of it, so I'll use the other half. This is probably, oh yeah, No Place Like Home, so that's just a little piece. This is from Adventure or More Adventure. I can't remember which one. Just a few of those little pieces left. This is also from More Adventure. Just literally the last little bits. That's from Rooted Love. That's not from Wild Whisper. That's not from Wild Whisper. This is also More Adventure. One little tiny piece left over. This is from Wild Whimsy. Yep. Here's just some more cardstock. I probably had it all in that bag at one time. More of the manufacturer strips. And then this is Focus on You. And I think this is all I have left with maybe a couple of cards. So this will definitely be easy to use. Look at how pretty those hearts are. Okay. And then in here, just to kind of show you, so I have the Where To Next ephemera and a couple flare left. This is the Strength of the Season ephemera, and I also have the cards for that right here. I have, oh, this stamp came with the floral. It was released with floral. So it's just this awesome palm leaf, super big and fun to use. Then I have a lot of the Talk Foodie to me. I have some of these wood veneer when they were doing wood veneer. I think this one was with Forever and Always. The gems were from the Wild Whimsy collection. Here's some of the Lake Life collection and Rooted in Love. They're all kind of mixed in there because I just kind of root through them and pull out what I need. So there's a lot of the cards and some of that extra ephemera and stuff like that. And then in, let's see, in here I have the Feel the Beat, whoops, and I have some of the Talk Foodie to me. Again, a lot of them are just mixed up because you kind of go through and start pulling stuff out, and then I don't always put it back in its bag. Here is the Fandom collection. Here is some of the Talk Foodie to Me flair. This is the Road Trip flair. The Road Trip also came with these super cool metal embellishments that I love. Floral flair, No Place Like Home flair. This is the Floral Ephemera, which is so beautiful. It's just little samplings of everything that they have done. So all different types of flowers. Love it, love it, love it. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all the bits and pieces that I have from Wild Whisper right now, hanging out, needing to get used. And so I'm gonna make that my kit for this month so that I can make room for all the new stuff that's coming. I'm so excited. If you guys love Wild Whispers stuff as much as I do, definitely remember to use my discount code DTGen when you check out, because you can get 10% off of anything in the store. Yeah, I think that's it then. So if you have any questions, you can leave them for me down below. And until next time, happy scrapping. Bye. It's me again. I forgot one thing I wanted to add to this kit that I'm doing. Wild Whisper often comes out with some really fun and pretty embossing powders. They have Emerald Creek make all of their embossing powders. So I have these three that are specifically Wild Whisper mixes. And then I decided I might as well pull out my other Emerald Creek embossing powders too. So I think 2 of these I bought through Wild Whisper. One I bought from Emerald Creek, and the other 2 I bought at the Paper and Ink Boutique. So these 2 I think I bought through Wild Whisper. This one I got from Emerald Creek when I was at the Great Canadian Scrapbook Carnival, and you can't smell it, but it smells like maple syrup. It smells so good. So I have used it quite a bit, and you can check that out in some of my videos. And then I have these 2 that I got from the Paper and Ink Boutique, just because I thought they're super fun colors, and I kind of like this whole line. So this is the Magical Mysteries line, and I bought Dragon's Egg. And then this one is called Midnight Magic, and it's this really, actually I'm going to take the lid off, this really intense navy, almost black, and the chunks are a lot thicker in this one. So gorgeous. Okay, so these are going in my kits too, because obviously I have lots of stamp sets, and this comes in really handy. All of their stamps always work really well with embossing powders. And now I'm done. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, happy scrapping. Bye again.